Today, we're going to go over 7 easy and practical Stoic habits that, if you implement today, can absolutely change your life. Do you ever wake up and feel like you're already behind before the day even starts? Kind of like your mind's racing a million miles an hour, but the day's literally just begun. Maybe you're checking your phone, your email, your socials, and suddenly now you're reacting to life rather than living it. That's why the Stoics, people like Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus, they believed in starting the day with habit number 1, morning reflection. It's not some fancy ritual or whatever. It's a quiet moment to center yourself before the world pulls you in. When you wake up, ask yourself, what kind of day do I want to have? What kind of person do I want to be? Because once you step outside, the outside world will be a whole bunch of things you can't control. People are going to test your patience, plans are going to fall apart, and emotions are going to rise. But if you can start with intention, you're already grounded. Marcus Aurelius used to write to himself in the morning, reminding himself that he would end up meeting people who are rude and ignorant, but that in itself wasn't a reason to lose his own virtue. And that's the power of reflection. It's like mentally putting on armor before you start the day. Moving on, we have habit number 2, voluntary discomfort. Stoics believe that one of the biggest traps in life was being safe and comfortable. They weren't against pleasure, but they were aware that too much comfort can weaken you. After all, the comfort zone is where dreams go to die. Knowing this, they would make life harder from time to time, and for us, stuff like that may be a cold shower or maybe even walking instead of driving. Honestly, once you get used to some of those things, you realize it's not about being extreme. It's reminding yourself that you can actually endure discomfort, because if all you ever know is easy, you crumble when life gets hard. That resilience ties into one of the harder but more powerful Stoic habits, habit number 3, pausing before reacting. Think about how many problems we just cause because we react too fast. Maybe someone said something rude and we snap back. Maybe something doesn't go our way and we end up spiraling down. Epictetus said, it's not what happens to you that matters, it's how you react to it. So the next time you feel angry or frustrated, take a deep breath. Ask yourself, what's actually happening right now? And what's really in my control? Take a tiny pause, because that's what really gives you your power back. In that space between the event and your reaction, that's where your freedom lies. You can choose who you want to be, not everything else. So, on that note, let's move on to another sobering but beautiful topic, which is number 4, Memento Mori. Remember, you will die. Now, I know it sounds dark, but it's not meant to drag you down. It's meant to wake you up. Sometimes we go through life feeling like we have endless time, or acting like we do. We'll postpone joy and hold grudges. Memento Mori reminds us that life is fragile and every moment could be our last. Marcus Aurelius wrote, you could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do, say, and think. And when you really understand that, you stop wasting time on nonsense. You appreciate the sunrises more. You tell people you love them. Maybe you stop scrolling and start living. It's not about fearing death. It's about valuing life. Another toughie, but super necessary. At number 5, we have negative visualization. It's definitely a little strange to think about with the Stoics being so positive minded, at least for the most part, but you're basically imagining things that could go wrong, whether it's losing people or things or just stuff not going your way. And it's to increase your appreciation for everything you already have. We take so much for granted, and being mindful and understanding that we're not promised anything or life, it makes you more appreciative. Stuff like your morning coffee or your health, your friends, your family. Thinking about Memento Mori helps to deepen our respect and our appreciation for those ordinary things, and it makes every day feel extraordinary. It also helps to map out any obstacles we may have throughout the day, and it kind of can act as like a roadmap for you. So it's not to get worried or worked up about, it's to be prepared. Hope for the best, but prepare for the worst. Seneca used to say, he robs present ills of their power who has perceived their coming beforehand. By visualizing what could go wrong, you can prepare your mind and protect your peace. In the end, regardless of what happens, you're less shocked when life hits you and you're more thankful when it doesn't. Now, if there's one principle that can tie all of this together in a neat little package, it's habit number 6. Control what you focus on. Everything else, what people think of you, the weather outside, the economy, the past, it's outside of your control. Epictetus said, some things are up to us and some are not. If you can fully accept that, your stress levels drop almost instantly. Because most of our suffering comes from trying to control the uncontrollable. You can't control if someone likes you, but you can control how kind you are and how you act. You can't control if the day goes perfectly, but you can control your effort, your attitude, your reactions. You can't control outcomes, but you can control your process. When you shift your energy to what's in your hands, life becomes lighter and you stop wasting energy fighting the tide. You can flow with it. You're not going against it. Finishing off, just like how the Stoics began their day with thought and effort, they ended it the same way. Last but not least, we have habit number 7, reflection. At night, they look back on the day and say, well, what did I do right? What did I do well? How could I have done better? Did I live according to my values? That's a really big one for me. Marcus Aurelius would review his actions every night, not to beat himself up over every little thing, but rather to grow and learn from the lessons of the day. And that's something we can all do. There's no journaling template needed or fancy stuff. It's just honesty. Remember, like maybe if you lost your temper or procrastinated, those are things to work on. Whatever it is, you learn from it. Go to bed with awareness, not regret. And when you wake up the next morning, you hopefully have a chance to do it all again. Reflect, act with intention, accept discomfort, pause before reacting, and stay mindful of death so you can appreciate life. That's what Stoicism really is. It's not about being emotionless. It's being grounded, fully alive and present. So tomorrow morning, before you grab your phone to check your email or rush out the door, pause. Take a breath, reflect, because it's the most powerful way to change your life. It's not by adding more, but it's being more aware of what you already have. And that pretty much sums it up. Those are the 7 Stoic habits that, if you implement today, can change your life. Thank you so much for watching. And if you enjoy videos like this, please consider liking the video and subscribing. I post new videos every Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday on topics like philosophy, mindset, and growth. But until next time, keep growing.